When the weather permitted, Erin and I would often walk the Rift's forests. The trees here are so beautiful.
She's our only child. You might have told her.
Those bears are making Miss Timber so angry. I hope you can do something about them.
Just like I did when I was her age.
And if she decides to leave Iverson, what then? No.
Ah, such a fine day. Smell the air. Isn't it wonderful?
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thune be taught like any skill? Psst. Hey, I know who you are. Hail, Sithis. Hail, Summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Pilgrim or not, if I were you, I'd move right through our backwards little town. You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. No other reason to pass through here. Sure, leave. Everyone else
My
does.
daughter's driving me crazy. So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Are you the one sent by Mara? My parents are being impossible. Bassianus wants to marry me, and I think I love him. But he wants to move to Riften afterwards, and my father won't allow it. He only cares about this stupid town. But Bassianus makes me happier than anyone ever has. My mother's not any help either. Oh, thank you so much. It's wonderful to have someone around who understands.
Any idea how I can get my daughter's head out of the clouds? I'm sure I know what this is about. She thinks she's in love with Bassianus and wants to leave town. With him. Let me tell you how I see it. Until a few months ago, the girl was head over heels for Plymouth. Wouldn't stop talking about him. Now, if I thought she was really in love with Bassianus, that would be one thing. But she's a child. It will pass. Look around here. There's not much left. Used to be a good-sized town. But folks have been moving to Riften for a while now. If all the young people leave, what happens to Iverstead? You know how children are. Her fancies change with the moon. And like always, the boy lacks any kind of spine. He'll need some convincing. A little push and this would all be simpler. Just get out of town as fast as you can.
You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. No other reason to pass through here. Oh my. Probably something about the men. We all wish we had her problems. I don't tell my husband. But I don't have any problem with Bassianus. Even if it means her leaving Iverstead, I want Fastred to be happy. If they just snuck out of town together, I could manage my husband. Bassianus is still so terrified of Yofthor. If he knew that I'd keep him from hunting the poor boy down, he'd take Fastred to Riften without a second thought. Let him know that I'll watch out for them. I just want my daughter to be happy. Sure, leave. Everyone else does.
Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful. But I wouldn't want to provoke them. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. Oh, Fastred. I'm not sure what happened. One moment she's smiling at me, the next, I can't even meet her eyes. I'll bet Bassianus would know what's going on. He understands women. I guess not. "7,000 steps it. Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray. Other than that, watch your footing. Oh, fast. I'll bet Bassianus would know what's going. What did you call me? Wait, you mean I should just tell her? Tell her how I feel? Ysmir's beard, you're right. No fish was ever caught by staying away from the shore. I'm off to see her. Fastred, I have something
Pilgrim
to
or
say
not,
to you.
if I were you, I'd move right through our practice town.
I don't want you to leave Iverstead.
Why not?
Because
Better not be
I
here to
would
stir up
miss
any
you.
trouble.
But I thought you only cared about your fishing.
What good are fish if you have to eat them alone?
And to think that we've been supplying the
Clemic.
Greybeards with our own food supply.
It's a fine day with you around.
Fastred.
I wish I could go with you. What is it now?
Wilhelm said he saw you speaking to one of the pilgrims on the 7,000 steps. I told you that I didn't want you to go up there.
I know what you said, but I only wanted to speak to him for a moment.
Well, it stops now, and that's fine.
I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living. Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death?
I journey with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport.
Well, as I said, Arche is the god of life and death. You'll find his temples and halls of the dead all across Tamriel. Priests of Arche, such as myself, perform rites for the dead and sometimes console the bereaved. We also keep a constant vigil against those who practice the vile arts of necromancy. I asked the question because I was hoping you might be able to help me recover something I've lost. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. She finally decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child. The blessing of Archay be upon you. I spend so... Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. The blessing of Archay be upon you. You and me, the only people around who aren't complete fools.
I remember Cuthbert trying to rob me on the road once. When I drew Grim Sever, I think the poor man soiled his arm.